second home.
So what's the deal with all of these campaign signs out here, Doc Cheatham? You got every...
We in the Western District have the lowest number of registered voters and voters in our district. So what we've tried to do since January is tell folks, one, we registered them 3 times, and we try and encourage the folks, we don't necessarily care what candidate you vote for, just pick one. And excuse me,
Bless you.
we got Democrats and Republicans here, black and white here. We telling folks, these are the people that are running that have campaign signs, and pick one of them. But we are showing a little preference to Sheila Dixon. Her signs are on a tree.
And you even got on red.
You know what? And that was accidental. I had no idea of knowing that either Theroux or Bob would, and I'm not saying they accepted my suggestion, but I will say this. I documented over 200 and some people that, excuse me,
Bless you.
that I sent an email message to, including a copy to Sheila, a copy to all the TV and newspapers, and suggested that both Theroux, Big Naranja, and Bob Wallace, in order to stop Brandon from winning, that they both need to drop out of the race and give the support to Sheila.
How are they going to do that?
Well, Theroux already did it. The only thing is, you can't stop what's on the ballot. You just got to tell your people that are voting that as a candidate for mayor, you're suggesting that they cast their votes for Sheila.
Well, you know, I wrote that editorial about 2 weeks ago and called up Theroux Vignaraja and shared that with him.
You gotta be, oh, that's something. Ain't that something? Yeah, I mean, he's run 4 times now. 4 times he's run. Now, I voted for him and I campaigned for him 4 years ago, so I felt comfortable saying that to him. And the same thing, I was supporting Bob Wallace. So I felt comfortable saying it to both of them. But I also sent this past Saturday an email to all the other candidates and say, if you can't guarantee you're going to get at least 5% of the vote, your ass need to pull out. You know, y'all.
Why don't people pull out though, Doc? His ego is involved.
That's Donnie. You hit the nail on the head. Half of them don't have any campaign strategy. They don't have any money. They don't have any campaign workers. So why in the heck are they running? Ego. You're right, Donnie. 13 candidates that are Democrats, and nobody would pull out. There were a couple of positions, nobody was running against them in the district. Why didn't they pick one of those?
So you like Sheila Dixon for mayor. You don't like Brandon. Why don't you like Brandon?
Well, we looked at, our Matthew Henson sends out in November our questionnaire to candidates, and on the basis of how you answer, if you get 70% right, you can come and talk to our community about getting their votes. We looked at their 18 questions. Brandon failed the majority of those questions. He would not be answering those questions in accordance to what our community wanted. He didn't respond to the questionnaire. And we know he didn't respond because he would fail most of the questions we had.
Can you give us an example?
Food market, skateboard park, laundromat, gas and electric. And I'll be happy to send you, Donnie, a copy of the 18 questions.
What about gas and electric?
Gas and electric, he sold us out. He agreed, and the community voted not to actually sell what we had as BG&E.
The underground utilities to BG&E.
Yeah. He sold us out. No, but, you know, I can't say there's one thing that he has done for this part of the district. You know, they've been broadcasting that homicides were down. Well, in the Western District, homicides were up 28%. We went from 32 to 41 homicides at the end of last year, and they blamed that on.
Did you buy it when they said that murders are down?
No, because we knew
I
I
wondered how they came up that, because it certainly wasn't from police presence down there at the Avenue Market. You got the police on one side of the street, and the dope boys on the other side.
That's
as
right,
long as you
Daddy.
don't shoot nobody, they ain't gonna bother you.
Yeah, it's sad. And then, you know, they put the responsibility on redistricting. Well, only once they redistrict the police precincts, only 3 people were added to the Western District. 3 people then changed it to be 28%. That's how many homicides percentages went up last year.
What about the Senate race?
U.S. Senate?
Yeah.
Well, Donnie, I've said this. Until I sent out 8 emails and text messages to the campaign of Alsabrook and 2 directly to Larry Gibson, who I think has a great impact on our campaign, I said, I've been begging y'all for some campaign literature. And I called out Larry Gibson's name. I ain't not getting probably about 15 Alsabrook signs. But I really don't support the idea of black folks voting for black folks just because they black.
You saying she hasn't earned our vote?
Hell no. I ain't never seen the woman. She ain't never been here.
Has Trone earned our vote?
I figured this way. Trone has been in this park 3 times. Trone got an 85 on our questionnaire.
What about Larry Hogan? He helped you build this park, didn't he?
No, Larry Hogan gave me the money for this park, $250,000. But my return was that I felt I supported him nicely. I did catch holy hell when I wrote the op-ed piece about them not supporting HBCUs. But I think it's going to be an interesting race between Trone and whoever it is, whether it's going to be Alsabrook or Trone going against the former governor. But I tell the folks, former governor did not do anything. He was against the HBCUs. Former governor did nothing to reduce crime. Former governor did nothing to address food markets here. And he did nothing to help us with the COVID that we had here.
What did O'Malley do for you?
O'Malley stopped me from running as president of the election board when he told his staff Doc Cheatham would never get nothing again from me because I won the class action lawsuit against him.
All righty. Any final thoughts?
I'm just asking folks, please get out and vote, but vote intelligently. Just don't vote because they're your friends, you've seen them. But half of these candidates, you probably wouldn't recognize who they are. You're just going by name. Please vote intelligently, but definitely vote.
Good deal. Keep watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.